Ajit Pawar, the people's hero, and his untimely death, which raises some critical questions. The last 26 minutes of Ajit's flight are very crucial in understanding what led to the crash. Baramati is an uncontrolled airfield, and information is relayed through the flying training organizations in Baramati. At 8:18 a.m., the aircraft first came in contact with Baramati, and at the next call, they were allowed to come down for landing at the pilot's discretion if weather conditions were suitable. The aircraft's crew then inquired about the persisting wind conditions and were told the conditions were calm and visibility was around 3,000 meters. As the plane was on the final approach to runway 11, they couldn't see the runway. The crew aborted the landing and attempted a second landing, also known as a go-around. After the go-around, the crew were asked to report their positions and whether the runway was in sight. Upon confirmation from the crew, they were cleared for a second landing. At 8:43 a.m., the aircraft was cleared for landing. However, the crew did not give a readback of the landing clearance. The aircraft descended, and at 8:44 a.m., the ATC saw the flames at the runway landing area. The investigation of the crash continues, and we wait for some critical questions to be answered. With Saurabh Gupta, an NDTV Bureau Report.
Now you have this visual, the last 8 seconds of the flight in your mind, and like I told you, the aircraft turned onto its side before crashing. Now I want to show you where this aircraft crashed. I've got the clearest visual now establishing where the aircraft actually crashed. If you look at this, this is the end of the Baramati runway, and this is actually the beginning of the Baramati runway where the aircraft would have made contact and landed over here. This is the tabletop runway. If you can see, it's a tabletop runway, which means it is an elevated surface, almost like a table. And this here is the crash site. That's the tail of the plane that you see down there. That's the crowd you see. And this is the huge debris field. So this is where it should have landed. And this is where the crash site is. So something catastrophic has happened. We don't know whether it is because it was a tabletop runway, but this gives you a perspective of what that actually looked like. Now,